Have you ever felt that sharp pressure in your knees when you stand up from a chair? That subtle stiffness in your fingers when you try to open a jar? Or maybe that slow ache in your hips after a simple walk around the house? So many people over 50 live with these discomforts silently, believing they're just a normal part of aging, something to be tolerated rather than questioned. But what if the body is simply asking for care? What if these signals are gentle reminders that something deeper needs attention? Think for a moment. How often do you push through the discomfort, ignore the stiffness, or simply accept the loss of mobility as inevitable? How many times have you thought, this is just how life is now? There's something deeply human in silently enduring physical limitations, hoping they'll fade away on their own, yet wishing for real relief, a way to move with more freedom and confidence again. The truth is, there is hope. Today, we'll explore a remarkable natural root with anti-inflammatory properties that has supported joint relief and wellness mobility for generations. This could be a turning point, opening a door to better movement, improved comfort, and renewed vitality. Stay with this video until the end, because what you're about to learn may transform the way you care for your body and how your body feels every single day. The body carries the history of every step taken and every moment lived. Over time, it naturally changes, and with these changes can come sensitivity in the joints, reduced mobility, and that familiar feeling of tightness that makes simple movements feel harder than they once were. In daily routines, this might show up when someone reaches for something on a shelf, walks up a short flight of stairs, or simply bends down to tie a shoe. These motions can be accompanied by discomfort or resistance, as though the body is gently protesting. In those moments, it becomes clear how deeply joint flexibility and comfort affect quality of life. The wear and tear that accumulates over decades of activity leaves its mark, not as punishment, but as evidence of a life fully lived. Every dance, every hike, every time you carried groceries or lifted a grandchild, the body was there, working tirelessly to support you. Now, it deserves the same support in return. One interesting curiosity is that many cultures around the world have long relied on natural roots and plants to gently support joint comfort and overall well-being. Among these plants, one particular natural root stands out: ginger. Known for its strong anti-inflammatory potential, it has been used for centuries to assist the body in finding balance. Scientific observations suggest that compounds within this root, particularly gingerols, may help support the body's natural response to irritation and tension within the joints. While the experience will vary for each individual, many people find that adding this root into their routine brings a soft but noticeable sense of relief over time, promoting wellness, mobility, and physical comfort. The history of ginger extends back thousands of years, with ancient civilizations recognizing its value not only as a culinary spice, but as a powerful ally for health. Traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic practices both incorporated ginger into remedies designed to warm the body, stimulate circulation, and ease various forms of discomfort. Modern science has begun to validate what these ancient practitioners understood intuitively, revealing the biochemical mechanisms through which ginger exerts its beneficial effects. Imagine a person beginning their day with a warm infusion of ginger tea. The warmth spreads through the body, the root essence offering gentle support that can help set a better tone for the day. Or picture someone adding ginger as a fresh ingredient to meals, elevating both flavor and potential benefits. This practice of integrating a supportive natural element into daily habits becomes a quiet act of self-care, a commitment to nurturing the body rather than ignoring its needs. The ritual itself carries meaning, a daily reminder that you are choosing to prioritize your well-being, that you are worth the time and attention it takes to prepare something nourishing. It is also worth noting that joint discomfort often builds gradually. It might start as a mild sensation, hardly noticeable, then slowly progress until it becomes part of everyday life. It can be easy to dismiss these early signs. Someone might repeatedly tell themselves it's temporary, that it's stress, fatigue, or simply age. Yet, what if the body is offering hints early on that care is required? What if respecting those signals could make a profound difference in how the future feels, physically and emotionally? The progressive nature of joint discomfort means that early intervention can be particularly valuable. When support is provided before significant limitations develop, the body has a better opportunity to maintain its natural balance and function. This is why listening to those subtle signals, those quiet whispers from within, matters so much. During midlife and beyond, it becomes increasingly valuable to cultivate habits that support longevity and vitality. Using ginger correctly, whether in tea, meals, extracts, or preparations recommended for culinary or wellness purposes, can become one of these habits. But just as important as what is added to the body is how we treat the body overall. Hydration, regular gentle movement, stretching, and maintaining a balanced diet all play a role in physical comfort and joint function. Many people over 50 find that consistent low-impact movement, like walking or slow controlled mobility exercises, helps reduce stiffness and improves comfort. These habits align beautifully with the supportive qualities of the natural root, each reinforcing the other. Water intake, often overlooked, plays a crucial role in maintaining joint health. The cartilage in joints contains a significant amount of water, and proper hydration helps maintain its cushioning properties. When the body is well hydrated, joints can move more smoothly, reducing friction and discomfort. Combining adequate water consumption with the anti-inflammatory support of ginger creates a synergistic effect that enhances overall joint comfort. Throughout this journey, it's essential to acknowledge something clearly and with respect. The information shared in this video is educational and informative, and does not replace the guidance of qualified health professionals. Each person has their own specific health condition shaped by personal history, biological individuality, lifestyle, and unique needs. And whenever there is doubt, uncertainty, or a desire for personalized guidance, seeking evaluation from a professional is not only wise, it is empowering. Medical professionals can provide insights tailored to your specific circumstances, considering factors like existing conditions, medications, and individual risk factors. This personalized approach ensures that any wellness strategy you adopt is safe and appropriate for your unique situation. One practical insight many people discover is that joint care is not about waiting for discomfort to pass, but about participating actively in the process of feeling better. It is about moving from passive endurance into active support. This is part of a deeper emotional shift. It's not simply about relieving discomfort, but about reclaiming confidence in the body. Even simple improvements can bring a renewed sense of motivation, a psychological boost, and a feeling of restored capability. When the body feels better, life feels more approachable, more enjoyable, more whole. This shift from passive acceptance to active participation represents a fundamental change in how we relate to our bodies. Instead of viewing the body as something that betrays us or lets us down, we begin to see it as a partner in the journey of life, one that responds positively when we provide it with the support it needs. There's also a subtle emotional element that accompanies physical discomfort. Many people will not openly talk about the aches or stiffness they feel. They may not want to draw attention to it, or they may simply treat it as inevitable. In private moments, though, the frustration may be very real. These sensations can impact independence and self-perception. When discomfort interferes with simple activities, it can diminish one's sense of freedom. The natural root can serve as a supportive ally in restoring that freedom. Its gentle support is like a silent companion on the path toward increased well-being. The psychological impact of chronic discomfort extends beyond the physical sensations themselves. It can affect social engagement, as people may decline invitations or avoid activities they once enjoyed. It can influence mood, leading to feelings of frustration, sadness, or even isolation. Addressing physical discomfort, therefore, is not merely about the body. It's about preserving quality of life, maintaining connections with others, and sustaining a sense of purpose and joy. Another helpful awareness is that nutrition plays an ongoing role in physical comfort. Including foods with supportive properties, like turmeric, dark leafy greens, certain seeds, and the natural root itself, can create a nutritional environment that encourage better daily comfort. Some studies have explored the biological pathways by which ginger's essential compounds influence inflammation processes within the body, pointing toward potential benefits that are both historical and evidence-informed. Beyond ginger, a diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids from sources like fish, flax seeds, and walnuts can provide additional anti-inflammatory support. Colorful fruits and vegetables supply antioxidants that help protect cells from damage, Whole grains provide sustained energy and fiber that supports overall health. When these nutritional choices work together, they create a foundation for the body to function at its best. Daily life often evolves into habits that shape health unconsciously. Sitting for too long, skipping hydration, postponing movement, or consuming overly processed foods can slowly contribute to discomfort. On the other hand, consciously choosing supportive behaviors gradually builds resilience. Something as simple as noticing how the body feels in the morning versus the evening, observing whether stiffness lessens with movement or worsens with inactivity, can provide insight. This kind of attentive self-awareness is a form of gentle listening that allows a person to respond to what the body needs. The modern lifestyle, with its emphasis on convenience and sedentary work, can inadvertently contribute to joint discomfort. Hours spent sitting at a desk, driving, or watching television keep joints in fixed positions, allowing stiffness to set in. Breaking these patterns with regular movement, even brief walking breaks or simple stretches, can make a noticeable difference. Being mindful of posture, using ergonomic supports when needed, and taking time to move throughout the day all contribute to maintaining joint health and comfort. Curiosity becomes an asset here. Curiosity about one's own body, about the root's potential, about discovering what helps. Through curiosity, adjustments feel less like obligations and more like explorations. Each new supportive habit becomes an experiment in caring for the self. Each positive moment of improvement becomes a feedback signal that the body appreciates what is being done for it. This experimental mindset removes the pressure of perfection and allows for a more compassionate approach to self-care. Not every strategy will work equally well for every person, and that's perfectly acceptable. The goal is to discover what resonates with your unique body and lifestyle, building a personalized wellness approach that feels sustainable and enjoyable. The natural root represents more than just a plant. It symbolizes an approach to care rooted in nature, supportive, non-invasive, patient. Its role is not to dramatically change the body overnight, but to accompany the body gradually as it shifts toward greater well-being. Many people describe that after regular use, the stiffness that once felt heavy becomes softer, movement becomes easier, and joints feel more fluid. The sensation might not be dramatic, it might be subtle, but meaningful. This gradual approach aligns with how the body naturally heals and adapts. Quick fixes and dramatic interventions often come with risks or side effects, while gentle, consistent support
allows the body to respond in its own time, in its own way. Patience with this process is essential, understanding that real, lasting change unfolds gradually, building upon itself day by day. A helpful practice for wellness mobility is to engage in gentle, joint-friendly exercises. Slow rotations of the wrists and ankles, light flexing of the knees and elbows, gradual stretching of the back and shoulders. These simple movements promote circulation and lubrication of the joints. When incorporated into daily routine, along with the supportive use of the natural root, these actions can generate a stronger sense of daily comfort. Movement, even gentle movement, stimulates the production of synovial fluid, which lubricates joints and reduces friction. It also strengthens the muscles surrounding joints, providing better support and stability. Activities like swimming, tai chi, and yoga are particularly beneficial, offering movement without excessive impact. Even a simple walking routine, gradually increased in duration and intensity, can yield significant benefits for joint health and overall well-being. It is also important to bring compassion into the process. Many people become frustrated when the body does not perform as it once did. Yet the body has carried decades of life experiences and shows signs of that journey. Treating it with patience rather than irritation leads to a life-emotional equilibrium that supports both physical and mental wellness. Self-compassion means acknowledging limitations without judgment, celebrating small victories, and recognizing that the body's changes are natural and universal. Everyone who lives long enough experiences these shifts. Rather than resisting or resenting them, we can choose to meet them with kindness, gratitude for all the body has done, and commitment to supporting it moving forward. As the video continues, the intention is not to suggest a miracle, nor to propose something unrealistic. The intention is to offer a grounded, sincere understanding of how small supportive actions can create real change. The natural route used thoughtfully can be part of a broader lifestyle of care that includes movement, rest, hydration, and a balanced intake of nourishing foods. This is the secret that many have recognized. Consistent, gentle care creates cumulative improvements. The accumulation of small positive actions is where transformation truly occurs. One day of drinking ginger tea makes little difference, but weeks and months of consistent use, combined with other supportive practices, can create noticeable change. This is the power of habit, the quiet revolution that happens when we show up for ourselves day after day, making choices that honor our health and well-being. There is something empowering about knowing that relief can come from accessible, understandable, everyday choices. The discomfort that once seemed to control mobility and mood can slowly release its grip. The simple act of rising from a chair becomes easier. The morning routine becomes lighter. The sense of participation in one's own well-being becomes stronger. This empowerment extends beyond physical comfort. It represents taking back agency, refusing to be passive in the face of discomfort, and recognizing that you have the capacity to influence how you feel. This realization can be profoundly liberating, shifting the narrative from helplessness to capability, from resignation to hope. Fortunately, nature and science often agree in subtle ways. Traditional knowledge and modern research both point toward the significance of supportive movement and anti-inflammatory support in maintaining joint comfort. And while not every individual will experience identical results, the consistent theme is that the body responds to the care it receives. The convergence of ancestral wisdom and contemporary scientific investigation provides a robust foundation for confidence in natural approaches. But when practices that have been used for thousands of years are validated by modern research, it offers reassurance that these approaches have genuine value. The specifics of how each person responds may vary, but the underlying principles remain sound. As we reach the close of this journey, it becomes clear that caring for the body is not about grand gestures, but about consistent, mindful choices. The natural route we explored today, with its gentle anti-inflammatory properties, is not a quick fix, but a real ally for those seeking to support joint comfort, improve wellness, mobility, and nurture overall vitality. Combined with simple daily habits, gentle movement, balanced nutrition, hydration, and attentive self-care, it forms a foundation that encourages both physical ease and emotional balance. The essence of this approach is subtle but powerful. Small intentional actions have a cumulative impact. Rising from a chair, bending, reaching, or simply walking across the room can gradually become easier, more fluid, and more confident. Each moment of improved comfort reinforces a sense of agency, showing that the body responds when it is listened to and cared for. This is the secret that many have quietly discovered. Consistent attention to the body, paired with supportive natural choices, can transform the quality of life in ways that feel profoundly meaningful. The transformation is not always dramatic or obvious to others, but to the person experiencing it, the difference is significant. Tasks that once required bracing and effort become manageable again. Activities that had been abandoned can be cautiously resumed. The mental energy previously consumed by managing discomfort becomes available for other pursuits, for creativity, for connection, for joy. It's important to remember that every person's health condition is unique. The guidance shared here is educational and informational, and it does not replace the advice of a qualified healthcare professional. Whenever questions arise about your own situation, seeking a personalized evaluation ensures safety, accuracy, and the best possible outcomes. Still, embracing these practical strategies allows anyone to take confident steps toward comfort, vitality, and a life less constrained by stiffness or limitation. Professional guidance and natural supportive strategies are not mutually exclusive. They can work beautifully together. A healthcare provider can help monitor progress, adjust approaches as needed, and ensure that all aspects of your health are being appropriately addressed. This collaborative approach offers the best of both worlds, professional expertise combined with personal agency and natural support. Take a moment to reflect. What small change can you begin today that will support your joints, mobility, and overall well-being? Perhaps it's introducing a warm infusion of the natural root, adding it to meals, or dedicating a few minutes to gentle stretching each morning. These seemingly minor acts can ripple across your life, improving not only physical comfort, but also energy levels, emotional resilience, and the simple joy of moving freely. The ripple effect of positive change is one of the most beautiful aspects of wellness work. Improved physical comfort leads to better sleep. Better sleep enhances mood and energy. Enhanced energy motivates more movement. More movement further improves comfort. Each element reinforces the others, creating an upward spiral of well-being. Starting anywhere in this cycle can set the whole positive process in motion. If you found this video helpful, imagine how much more you can discover by engaging with similar strategies. Exploring new supportive habits, and staying curious about your own health journey. Your body is capable of remarkable adaptation when it is treated with patience, respect, and consistent care. Let this insight guide you toward a more comfortable, fluid, and empowered daily life. The body's capacity for adaptation and healing, even later in life, is truly remarkable. While we cannot turn back the clock or reverse all effects of time, we can absolutely influence how we experience the aging process. We can choose vitality over resignation, comfort over constant discomfort, and engagement over withdrawal. These choices, repeated consistently, shape the quality of our daily experience in profound ways. For those seeking credible references, research published in journals on nutrition, inflammation, and natural compounds supports the benefits of the route discussed today. Studies indicate that compounds like gingerols may assist the body in maintaining joint comfort and a balanced response to everyday stressors. This blend of traditional wisdom and modern science reinforces confidence in taking small intentional steps toward well-being. The scientific literature continues to expand, with researchers exploring various aspects of ginger's effects on human health. While individual studies have limitations and more research is always valuable, the overall body of evidence suggests genuine potential for benefit. This ongoing scientific interest validates the experiences of countless individuals who have found ginger helpful in their personal wellness journeys. So take this as your invitation. Begin today, experiment thoughtfully, and observe the subtle improvements in your daily movements. Share your journey, ask questions, and engage with a community that values wellness and vitality. Your well-being is not only worth the effort, it is achievable, natural, and deeply rewarding. Start now and let every step you take be lighter, every movement more comfortable, and every day filled with a renewed sense of vitality. The journey toward greater comfort and mobility is not one you need to take alone. Connecting with others who share similar goals can provide motivation, support, and valuable insights. Whether through online communities, local wellness groups, or simply conversations with friends and family, sharing experiences and strategies enriches the journey. As you move forward, remember that setbacks are normal and temporary. Some days will feel better than others, and that's part of being human. What matters is the overall trajectory, the general trend toward greater comfort and capability. Be patient with yourself, celebrate progress no matter how small, and trust that your consistent efforts are making a difference. Your body has carried you through every moment of your life so far, and with proper care and support, it will continue to serve you well. The relationship between you and your body is the longest relationship you'll ever have. Treating it with kindness, respect, and attentive care is not selfish, it's essential. When you feel better physically, you have more to offer to the people and activities you care about. Your wellness radiates outward, touching every aspect of your life. Embrace this journey with optimism and commitment, knowing that every small supportive action contributes to a larger pattern of well-being that will sustain you for years to come.